Hey everyone, welcome to day 5. Thank you for joining me. Come to a comfortable seated position on your mat. Legs can be crossed. Hands to your knees. Grounding yourself. Closing the eyes. Shoulders are back and relaxed. Bringing the chin slightly down. Raising through the crown of your head. Drawing attention to your breath. Being really present, not thinking about anything that happened earlier or the things that you may need to do later. Just being present right now with your breath. Inhale and exhale. On the next inhale, raising your arms above your head. And then exhale, bringing the right hand to the mat on your right side. Dropping to the elbow if that's available to you. Left arm is stretched overhead. Do not lift the left hip off of the floor. If you can't get to the elbow, that's fine. You're going to work towards that flexibility on your side. Inhaling, arms up. Exhale to the left side. Left hand to the mat or left elbow, keeping the right hip grounded, stretching the right arm over your head. Inhaling, your arms up. Exhaling, your hands to your shoulders, making small circles. Breathing into your movements, reversing the circles the opposite way, releasing any tension, working out some of those knots in the shoulders. And then coming back to neutral position, left arm goes behind you, right hand to your left knee, exhale and twist. Release. The other side, right hand behind you, left hand to right knee, exhale and twist. Releasing, coming back to neutral, facing forward. We're going to go to our hands and knees, preparing for cat and cow, moving with our breath. So inhaling, dropping your navel towards the floor, keeping the core activated, looking up, pushing through the arms. Exhaling, rounding the back, bringing your belly button towards the spine, really exaggerating these movements. Going at your own pace, inhale and exhale. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, arching the back. Inhale, looking up. Exhale, arching the back, rounding the back. And coming to neutral spine. Inhale, lifting the right hand and left leg off of the floor, straight from your heel all the way to your fingertips, pushing through the heel, activating that left leg, lowering down. Inhale, left arm raises and right leg, pushing through the right heel. Taking a few breaths and then exhaling, releasing to the mat. Pushing back into a child's pose, sitting on your heels. Forehead comes to the mat. Arms are stretched in front of you. You can bring your knees open towards the edges of your mat in order to ground yourself a little bit more, bringing the chest closer to the floor. Taking a few breaths here, really grounding, connecting with the earth. And then coming up slowly, we're going to push into our downward facing dog, tucking the toes, pushing but keeping the knees slightly bent. This is maybe your first downward dog for the day. You want to warm up your hamstrings, not push straight into them to avoid any injury. You can pedal the knees to warm them up. Remembering when you're pushing through the hands, it's your fingers, your palm, the entire hand, not just your wrist. Coming up to your tippy toes, stretching the legs, and then ultimately finding stillness, pushing through the heels. Trying to get your heels as close to the mat as possible, if not all the way touching the mat. And then stepping or jumping to the front of your mat. Inhaling, looking up halfway, straight back. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, bringing the arms all the way above your head. Taking your time. Exhale, hands to your sides in mountain pose. Shoulders, hips, heels are in one straight line. Core is activated. Standing strong and firm. Inhale the arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward, jump or step to the back of your mat into plank position. Doing full chaturanga, or you can do your knees, chin, and chest just to get a little bit warm. Pushing up into your cobra, pulling the shoulders back. Exhale, push back into your downward facing dog. Holding here for a few breaths. Feel free to take a child's pose if you need. Building your endurance every day as we do more of these sequences. You should be able to hold your downward facing dog a little bit longer every day. Inhale, jump or step to the front of your mat. Look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, mountain pose. Inhale, chair pose, sitting back as you would into a chair. Arms come above your head, straight away from your ears. Shoulders are relaxed. Exhale, hands to heart center. Twisting to the left, to your right side, locking the left elbow to your right knee. Making sure the knees stay aligned. Option to open the arms. Exhale, hands to heart center, coming back to center, arms up above your head. And then twisting to the right, to your left side, right elbow locks to the left knee. Hands stay at the center of your chest. Option to open the arms. If your hands remain clasped, they stay at the center of your chest. Coming back to center, arms above the head. And then exhale, folding forward, hinging at the hips. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, jump or step back, lowering down into your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, shoulders drawn back. Exhale into your downward facing dog, pushing through your hands and your heels. Tailbone up towards the sky. Staying here for a few breaths, or take a child's pose if you need. And then inhaling, jumping or stepping to the front of your mat. Look up halfway. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms above your head. Exhale into mountain pose. Inhale, arms above the head. Exhale, folding forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, jump or step back to chaturanga. Pushing back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up, pushing through the right heel. Opening that right hip, bending the right knee back. Lowering the right leg to the floor. Inhale, left leg goes up, pushing through the left heel. Opening the left hip, bending the left knee back. Exhaling, left foot goes to the floor. Dropping the knees to the floor, sitting back into a child's pose. Then pushing up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, the right leg goes up, stepping that right foot in between the hands to the front of your mat. Dropping the left foot at a 45-degree angle. Inhale your arms up into warrior one. Exhaling, hands to the mat. Lowering down to chaturanga. Pushing up into your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up, stepping the left foot into the front of your mat in between the hands. Coming up into warrior one, making sure that right foot's planted at a 45-degree angle. Exhale, hands to your mat, stepping back into your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, draw the shoulders back, pushing back into downward facing dog. Step or jump to the front of your mat. Inhale, look up halfway, exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms comes above your head. Exhale, standing into mountain pose. Inhale, arms come above the head. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, jump or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale into your downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg goes up, and stepping the right foot to the front of your mat. Coming up into your warrior one again. Bringing hands to heart center, pushing off of that right front leg. Trying to keep your balance into warrior three. Activating the left leg, keeping that leg straight and pushing through the left heel. You can micro bend the right knee if you need. Straightening the arms in front of you if that's available to you. Then exhaling, folding forward, hinging, lifting that left leg as high as you can, Hands to the mat for support. You can grab your right ankle to make it a bit more challenging. And then stepping back into high lunge position. Inhaling the arms above the head, dropping the left knee to your mat. Giving a gentle arch in your spine, opening the heart. Exhaling, hands to your mat. Stepping that right leg, lifting that left knee, stepping that right leg back into your chaturanga. Pushing back to your downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg goes up, push through the heel, stepping left foot into the center of your mat in front of you. Arms go up, warrior one. Pivoting to a high lunge, dropping the right knee to the mat, right foot is flat. Opening the heart, gentle arch in the back. Bringing the hands to your mat. Lifting the right knee and stepping back into your chaturanga. Downward facing dog. Take a child's pose here if you need. Otherwise, holding that downward dog for a couple of breaths. Looking forward, jump or step to the front of your mat. Inhale, look up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, arms come above the head. Exhale into Tadasana, mountain pose. Inhale, arms above your head. Deep breath. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, jump or step back, lowering down into your chaturanga. Upward facing dog, pulling your shoulders back. Exhale, downward facing dog, pushing through the hands and the feet. Tailbone is lifted to the sky. Inhale, right leg goes up, pushing through the heel. Stepping that right leg to the front of your mat, but this time bringing the right foot to the outside of your right hand. This is lizard lunge. You can drop your left knee. You can also go down to your elbows for a bit of a deeper stretch. Once down on your elbows, you can lift that knee again, if that's available to you, or keep it onto the mat. Coming back to your hands if you're on your elbows, bringing the left foot to the front of your mat, squatting down into yogi squat. Your elbows come to the inside of your knees. You can use a block or a folded blanket to sit on here if this is causing any discomfort at all. You can open the arms. Left arm goes in front of the left leg, right arm up to the sky. If you do that, do the same on the other side. Right arm in front of your right leg, left hand goes up to the sky, gazing towards your fingertips. Coming back to center. Lifting the hips up, hinging at the hips, legs are straight, forward fold. Inhale, look up halfway. Grabbing your toes with your fingers if that's available, or grabbing your ankles or shins, folding forward with an exhale. Inhale, look up halfway. Exhale, going a little bit deeper. You can also put the palms underneath your feet if that's available for you, massaging the wrists with your toes. Feeling really connected here, your body's connected. Feet to hands, everything working together. Inhale, looking up halfway, straight back. Bringing the feet together. Inhale, arms coming above the head. Exhale into mountain pose. Good job. Inhale, arms above. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look up halfway, jump or step back. Chaturanga. Upward facing dog, pulling the shoulders back, pushing back into your downward facing dog. Inhale, the left leg goes up to the sky, stepping the left foot to the front of your mat, coming up into your warrior one. Bringing the left foot to the outside of the left hand. Lizard lunge here on the left side, dropping the right knee if you'd like, going down to the elbows if you'd like. You can lift that knee once you're down on the elbows. Getting a nice deep stretch here. Breathing into it. Coming up to our hands if you're on your knees. Bringing the right foot next to the left into your yogi squat. You can stay in yogi squat here or sit on a block or blanket, or you can try your crow. So lifting the hips to the sky, you're going to lock your knee to your triceps, slowly hinging forward, looking forward, do not look down, looking at a point in front of you, lifting one foot at a time until you find your balance, lifting the toes up towards the sky as well. We're going to try this one more time. Take your time, planting the hands firmly, fingers are activated, pushing into the earth. Knees are on your triceps. Find your balance and then shoot back into your chaturanga if you can. Taking a child's pose here or going straight through to your downward facing dog. You can hold your downward facing dog for a few breaths. Meeting in downward facing dog, always remembering your practice is your practice, it's no one else's. Stepping to the front of your mat and coming to a seated position onto your mat. Seated position, we're going to slowly lift our feet off of the mat, keeping our knees bent. Our arms are going to be outstretched to the side, and if you can, straighten your legs. If not, keeping the knees bent is also fine, but you want to make sure your back is straight, you're activating your core, chest is open, forming a nice V, and then release. Crossing the legs, pushing up to standing position. We're going to do a few standing balance poses. So let's do tree pose. Bringing the right foot to the inside of your left thigh. If you can't get it that high, that's okay. You can bring it to the inside of your calf. Just do not place it onto your knee, either above or below the knee. Standing strong, rooting firm in our left foot, our left leg, extending our arms if we can, like the branches of a tree. Focusing on one point in front of us to keep our balance. Lifting that right knee in front of us at hip level, grabbing the toe if you can, and extending that leg. If not, just keeping the knee lifted is fine as well. If you grabbed your toe, let the toe go and try to hold your leg at the same level. Then release and shake it out. Doing the same on the left side. Left foot comes to your inner thigh or inner calf. Hands at heart center or outstretched up to the sky. Heart is open. We're smiling, looking at a point in front of us, focusing our gaze. bringing that left knee in front of us at hip level. Staying here or grabbing our left toe with our 2 left fingers, straightening the leg, keeping it at hip level, making sure the back stays straight, then releasing, holding that leg, activating your quad, and then releasing, shaking it out. Coming to our mat, grounding onto our mat, coming to a laying position on our backs. Here we're going to go into bridge pose. So bringing the heels close to your butt. Then pushing the hips up to the sky, activating your glutes. Keeping the core tight. Bringing the shoulders under you and grasping your hands under you. Holding here for a few breaths. Enjoying this nice little stretch. Lowering down slowly. You have an option here. We can do it again, the bridge position again. Or we can go for full wheel, placing the hands by our ears, pushing through our heels and our hands all the way up. Give yourself some space between your hands and your feet so that you don't hurt your back. You want to go up gently, keeping the chest open. And when you're ready, bring your chin to your chest and slowly lower down. Bringing your hands to your third eye. Bringing your knees to your chest. Giving yourself a hug, rocking back and forth, massaging the lower back. And then we're going to come into happy baby. So grabbing the outside or the inside of your feet, drawing the knees towards the earth. You can rock here like a happy baby. And then exhale, releasing onto your mat, getting ready for Shavasana. Closing the eyes, relaxing the feet, relaxing the hands, relaxing the face. Feeling a sense of bliss, of calm, peace. Remembering that breath, to draw your attention to your breath. Your inhales and exhales should be at a slower pace now as your heartbeat goes down a little bit, your heart rate. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you guys again tomorrow. Looking forward to it. Take your time here. Namaste.